LEGO Fortnite recently released the Lost Isles update, which is their biggest update ever. And today, we're gonna build a pirate ship. All I've really done so far is drop in, run around in a circle, and now we're here. But first impressions, the ambiance here is incredible. Now, I know this update came with Klombo, new enemies, new weapons, but if you're anything like me, the thing that I'm the most excited for is really just exploring and finding a place to establish a village and a pirate ship. And what do we have here? A rift shrine. Something's happening and I'm scared. Alright, I'm going in. Don't say I've never taken chances. This is actually pretty cool. We got a waterfall. Nope, I'm out. So we'll probably build up here eventually, but for a first base, it's a little inconvenient to get to. So let's keep looking around. Maybe we build on an island. Maybe we build in a cave. I hope this cave is a little bit more friendly. No scary monsters right off the bat. That's a good start. I can't get over how cool everything looks in this update. Like, even the caves look awesome. To make the pirate ship feel like part of the village though, we should probably build on a shore. But given that this is an island, the whole thing is pretty much a shore. This spot seems pretty cool, but it's already occupied, and I'm not trying to fight right now. I don't even have my crew. I am very suspicious of this thing. This isn't gonna go well. I already know it. But this is shiny and I have to open it. Something is happening. I knew it. I can't escape them. Oh my goodness, these spinny guys are so fast. Sir, please stop. I don't even have a grappler. Okay, back to the mission. We need a place to establish a village. Occupado. Coconuts. Building on an island might be cool. I'm going in. Cannonball. Let's see what we're working with here. This definitely has potential. And we're right next to these floating island things. But there's some nice flat land. It's not too big, so we might actually be able to finish it. And of course, we have some water, so we can put a pirate ship here. And it's about to storm. I will be back with you momentarily. But I really like this island. I'm gonna put a marker down, and we might come back to it. But I gotta keep exploring. We're almost completely done walking around the whole perimeter. Can opener. This spot's pretty cool. What was that? Lots of room for activities out here. You may think I'm being too picky on choosing a spot, but no, there's no but. I am being too picky. But we're almost done. Might as well finish exploring the island. And this spot's pretty cool too. We have way too many choices. We got a road here. It leads up to this nice little mountaintop plateau where we can build more things. But I think my favorite spot was one of the first places we looked. And as I was going back there, I ran out of stamina while I was swimming and got teleported all the way back to the mainland. So we're gonna run a quick 2,000 meters to the nearest bus station and lag out right in front of this frost bear. Hey bear. I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer, so we're gonna head back, put down a village square, and start working on our pirate ship. And I'm not gonna overthink it. We can always build another village later. We're just gonna go right down to this beach and get to work. This honestly might be the coolest spot anyways. So yeah, funny how that works out. So I'm not even gonna think about it. We're just gonna put down a village square and some of the essentials. And ladies and gentlemen, our first member of the crew. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, monks. Part of the crew, part of the ship. So I spent about 3 hours messing around in Sandbox before I finally brought this over to our survival world. And the only way I can make my brain understand how to build a boat is to just build the very center frame first and try and just get the shape right. And now that we have that, we can work on shaping out the deck and just try and work top to bottom. One thing I love about this game is that there's really something for everybody. Where's our ship? There she is. Not fully rendered in, but if you're the type of person who just likes to build, you can do that. If you like to mess around with all the toys and make crazy inventions, you can do that too. If you want to just fight mobs, hang out with your friends and explore, that's cool. For me personally, haven't really ever done anything crazy as far as like vehicles or inventions go, but today that is going to change because we're gonna make this pirate ship actually sail. Hopefully. We're gonna try. But here is the main hull of the ship, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think the shape looks pretty good. I've just been trying to look around and find spots that look like they need some love, and either add blocks or take away blocks wherever it looks like it might make sense. Like, I feel like something about the back looks a little off to me, but maybe if we broke a couple of these pieces out and tried to make it look a little bit more angled, that might look better. I feel like it still looks kind of weird. I'm also way too fixated on this. There's one more thing I wanted to show you that I think might look cool and help round out some of these straight lines on the side of the boat is we go into our inventory and we take out the sugi floors. I don't know how to say that. And we place them along these really straight lines on the side of the ship to make these spots look even more curved. It's kind of hard to see at night, but once we have the right lighting, I think it'll look pretty cool. I swear, every time I walk from one side of the ship to the other, I find a block that isn't even with the other side. It's driving me bananas. Let me show you the ship. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I love it. Like, this might be one of my favorite builds yet, but we have a lot of sails to add, and that is the part that I'm really nervous for. Not to mention getting it in the water. We might end up breaking this whole thing today, but I hope not. Anyways, I have added the deck as well, and this little hold area on the right. And I used the black fence pieces from the Friendly Neighborhood set for that. I don't think that set is in the shop anymore, so this is probably a bad time to say this, but it's the first time I've been able to say it in a video. Use code Trillin. So the main deck is complete, and this is going to be a pretty tight captain's quarters, but it'll have to do. So we'll have the captain's wheel right here, and then we'll probably put a sail up here, one on the far end, and then one in the middle. I have a prototype of one of the sails. It's not done yet, but we don't need to talk about that. I figured it would be a lot easier to try and build this thing on the beach first because we're using the black floor pieces from the Friendly Neighborhood set as the main piece of the sail, and we're gonna have to use the thruster technique to turn them sideways, so this is gonna take a long time to build and try and get everything in the right spots. And it took me about 5 hours, but the sails are done. I was gonna do a time lapse, but it would have just taken so long, so I'm sorry. But I could not be happier with how this is looking so far, and I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. And I really just want to get a good look at the ship before we put it in the water, because there is a very good chance this is the last time we see it in one piece. And if that's the case, I will cry, but I will be okay. You know, we had a good run. We really did. Hey, Bill. But the sun is setting. We'll just get one last look at our ship. Why is there a marker there? Go over there. Bad marker. I was going to add cannons to the side and really just a lot more detail overall on the main deck, but I'm already starting to lag really bad in this area. We've used close to 1,000 individual pieces so far on this build already, and I don't want to add anything else before we work on getting this in the water because that will be a bad time to have lag. But without further ado, it's time to set sail. First and foremost, we need a captain's wheel so we can steer the ship. And of course, this is just for show, but this is the ceiling fan from the Salty Seaport set. But we are going to need an actual steering wheel as well. And I feel like these blind spots could be an issue, but that's a problem for the future. And guys, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here, but I feel like I should just be spamming balloons and trying to make this thing get in the air. I've only ever built one boat before, and I couldn't actually get it to sail, so this is my second ever attempt, and it's on a build that took me over 20 hours to complete. What could go wrong? Alright, the moment of truth. What happens when we engage the thrusters? Absolutely nothing. Okay, this is embarrassing. It's clear to me that the answer is more balloons. And it's even more clear to me that that was not the answer. We have ourselves what I like to call a problem. I don't know how I'm supposed to fix this when all I can think about is how bad I'm gonna get roasted in the comments. But don't worry, I actually have everything completely under control. Like really, everything's fine. I'm just staying calm. You know, we're good. I don't know if you can call this progress, but we're on the ground. Scratch that, we're airborne. I managed to get us somewhat right side up, so let's see if we can land this thing safely. And we're going over. This is bad. I need balloons. Oh, we're gonna crash. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay, we're safe. We're not even in the water yet, and I'm already feeling seasick. Okay, we're somewhat vertical again. Maybe the thrusters will work? Still nothing. Alright, well, the good news is the ship is still in one piece, but I think I've embarrassed myself enough. We'll probably have to bring in a pro in the future to help us make this thing sail, because I have no idea what I'm doing. That's gonna do it for me today. Appreciate y'all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.